and welcome to a brand new season of the 2019 FIM Freestyle Motocross World Championships with the first 2 rounds of competition from Berlin, Germany. Night of the Jumps will have its biggest season ever with stops all over the world. Looking back at the 2018 season, it was the closest title fight we have ever seen at Night of the Jumps. Coming into the final round in Shenzhen, China, it was Michael Malero, our current, reigning, consecutive world champion 4 times from Spain, up against Luke Ackermann, the 20-year-old from Germany who wanted to risk it all to take the win. Throughout the 2018 season, Luke Ackermann was leading almost the whole way until Cologne, where a small mistake was costly for his title ambitions. Luke Ackermann really stepped up his run in freestyle motocross, really to take on the dominance of Michael Malero, and he came to Cologne with a huge amount of tricks and put together a perfect run, including the 360, spinning flat spin, landing it perfectly, the surfer takeoff to tsunami backflip where he stands on the seat taking off, and then he went to finish the double up with his famous double backflip, a trick that he had completely on lock until this point. The problem for the double up started on the run up where Luke had wheel spin going into the double backflip. But his motto is go big or go home. So Luke still went for the double backflip, but he slightly under-rotated it and crashed. Unfortunately, with that, he did miss the top 6 final, but good to hear he was uninjured from that crash. Michael Malero accepted the invitation that Luke Ackermann opened up with that crash to take his 4th win from 6 rounds of the season so far. He put together a perfect run, a huge California roll to a very relaxed fist pump throughout the trick, and then he came through with the Shaolin backflip, ticking all the boxes for the variation. Seat grab backflip, big extension, and of course he finished it with the brand new trick never before seen at Night of the Jumps, a flare Superman, landing it to perfection, and with that he overtook Luke Ackermann for the lead in the 2018 series. The final battle came down to the last 2 days in China. Luke Ackermann had all the pressure on him to really get some points up to win his first World Championship, and on day 1 he had all the pressure and he cracked. He had a dead sailor in his run, and then there was the huge time pressure that went along with that. He put in a mini backflip, but he had no time to prepare. He went straight for the super kicker. He then pulled the double backflip. It seemed almost impossible, but that's exactly what Luke Ackermann and his magic could achieve. Luke Ackermann's push was just not enough to defeat Michael Malero, and he took his 5th World Championship title in a row, completely in style. He landed the lazy boy backflip, laying all the way back on his bike. He then went into the big double line. He had the seat grab Indy backflip, the one-hand takeoff to one-hand Indy rock solid combo, and then he stomped the knack flare to secure his 5th World Championship title. We've now stepped inside the cauldron, and looking towards 2019, we really hope the battle will be just as fierce as it was in 2018. And after last year, Luke Ackermann, I'm sure, has learned a lot of lessons, so he will be coming and hunting down Michael Malero. But there will be a few extra contenders vying for the World Championship title. The first rider to look at is Mr. Consistent himself from the Czech Republic, Libor Podmol. He was our 2010 former world champion and 6-time runner-up champion. He still finished in 3rd position in 2018. Coming into 2019, we know he's learnt a few new tricks. Can he put it all together to win another world championship title? Having missed a couple of rounds in 2018, in 2019, Rob Adelberg will be here for the season, and he's one of those riders who can really push for the top spot. He's always close enough to the top of the podium, and after winning a Winter X Games gold medal, I'm sure we'll see a hell of a lot more from him this year. One rider we're so happy to have back on tour, it's our former 2011 world champion, Javier Villegas from Chile. He stands at about 4 foot tall, but he's got almost every trick in the game, and we have also seen in the past, Javier Villegas has kicked Michael Malero out of the hot seat. Can he do that again this weekend in Berlin? But the fight for the title this weekend could really come down to this little feature on this ramp. It is the mechanized front flip ramp, and it catapults the riders into a front flip. And we saw the very first one in Cologne by David Ronaldo. It was a huge tsunami front flip. This is just part of the progression of the sport, and we definitely have more to come at Night of the Jumps. And I can't wait to see what the riders have learnt for 2019. The battle is on.